Hi, Frazer. Welcome to another Servant Spotlight. It's an ongoing series we're providing to introduce you to some staff members as well as volunteers that you might see around the church. We are so excited today to introduce to you Jordan Sullivan. She is the Director of Adult Choir and Orchestra, and this is her first week. So, Jordan, welcome.
Thank you.
It's so great to have you on staff, and we're excited that you're here. A lot of people are asking, where'd you come from? What did you do? Well, you came from Trinity School, but what did you do there? And just talk a little bit about your background in music.
Yes, so I was the choir director there for the middle and upper school, and we sort of did a little bit of everything, which was fun. I taught show choir and middle school choir, which was more classical, and I taught a theater class and got to work with the school play, so it was a lot of fun.
Okay. When did you know that music ministry would be something you would be doing?
Yeah, so it's sort of always been my ministry. The first time that I sang in church, I was 7, and I sang Amazing Grace, and I was so nervous, you know, I was 7. But after that, I have always preferred to sing over speak, and so I think that was God's way of saying, this is your gift, and this is how you can minister to people. And then my mom and grandmother and we would sing together and travel around and sing a cappella hymns.
Okay.
And so I feel like that's sort of always been, I knew it was my calling.
Was it a group you had formed, or you were just invited to different churches, or?
We did sort of end up forming a group. We would sing together in the kitchen, and we just thought it was fun.
Sure.
And then we made a CD because my grandmother said, I just want to have a recording of us singing, and then we gave a few out, and they said, that was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was so fun. And we traveled around a good bit.
Okay, name of the group?
3 Generations.
Okay. Well, because obviously, yeah. What else would it be? Okay, we're going to get into the music part of it in just a little bit, but tell me who you wake up with in the morning. Who do you have breakfast with in the morning?
Yeah, my husband, Todd Sullivan, we met, so this is fun.
Okay.
I went to Troy. I'm from North Alabama, Aniana, and I went to Troy. While I was at Troy, I accepted the music director position there.
Okay.
And my first time driving to Raymer, I said, where do they buy groceries? I mean, at the time they didn't have the Dollar General. But I met my husband there. And so I've been in Raymer 8 years and been married 5 years. And we have a 2-year-old son named Brett, and we are all things outdoors right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. We have some quick questions for you. Nothing that I want you to think about too hard, just something if we can quickly answer them. Okay. Who's your favorite composer?
I love, and I hope I say her name right, Josephine Powell. Okay. She is the wife of Dr. Powell, who is the choir director at Auburn.
Okay.
And she composes songs that they will commission at Auburn, and her stuff is so fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Best part about living in the River region?
I have grown to love our little Raymer community. The moment I entered that church, they were like family, and even though my family doesn't live around here, they have been just like my grandmother or my sister ever since I got there. So it's a great place to be, and it's 20 minutes from Montgomery, 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some hobbies of yours outside of music in the church?
So my husband and I love to fish.
Okay.
We live in the country, so that's been fun. Since we had Brett, we don't do that as much. We're like anxiously awaiting him to be ready to fish.
To be old enough to want to go out there?
Yeah, to want to go. And I'm starting, I think as we get older, our hobbies kind of evolve and change. I'm trying to make a hobby of mine gardening.
Okay.
But it's a struggle at times, but I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some people here who can help you or give you advice. I don't know.
That would be good.
Okay. So we have a couple of wild card questions that 2 staff members gave me. I said, what would you want to know? Just kind of fun questions.
Okay.
So the first one is, do you like Chris's hot dogs?
I do. I love Chris's hot dogs. However, when I go, I order a cheeseburger.
Why?
I would prefer to have a cheeseburger over a hot dog.
Okay.
But I do like it.
You like the restaurant, you just don't eat the hot dogs.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. Bowling or ping pong? That's the second one.
Oh, I am the least athletic person. I mean, probably here. Probably bowling, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's not a ball coming at me, you know.
That makes
And I
sense.
probably have to have
Well,
the
I mean,
bumper.
it could come. Yeah, it just depends on who's throwing the ball, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, why Frazer? When you saw or when you heard this position was open at our church, why did you say, I want to be there?
Wow. A family member actually told me about the position, and I just thought, there's no way. There's no way. And I just set up a meeting with Pastor Chris, and after that first meeting, I was like, oh, wow, they are really onto something. And since I've been here, the more that I've been here and the more that I've met people like you, you can tell that God is really working here. And all I can say is that he orchestrated this whole thing. I think this was really one of the first times that I've taken a leap of faith, because I love Trinity. I love my job there.
Yeah.
But this was really, I sort of always thought I would get back into full-time ministry and pursue that, but I never in a million years would have dreamed that it would be now. And I'm so excited.
Okay, that's great. That was one of my next questions, is how do you hope to grow in your faith over the next few years?
Yeah, I think this process, as I was transitioning here, I mean, my husband and I have just grown so much, because we really have, hey, we're leaving everything that we really know and that we're really comfortable with, and we're coming here. And the first Sunday here, we just immediately felt like family, and that it felt like we had always been here. And I told the choir when I met them, I said, this time, every single one of you and every single person here is supposed to be here right now. And it just really feels like God's up to something big.
Yeah, that's great. I love hearing that, because every person that I meet here, in my heart, I think, you belong in that position.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one else to be in that position but you. And I feel that with every single person I meet here. So I'm really glad. I'm glad that you said that. Tell us a couple of things about you that nobody knows or that you haven't shared with us yet and that you feel comfortable sharing.
Okay. That's hard. You know, when you have a baby and they are sort of your thing?
Yes.
I guess a fun fact is I do have a minor in theater. I started out in musical theater before I fell in love with choir directing. And I do have a scuba certification.
Okay.
I never get to go, but I have it in my wallet.
Just in case?
Yeah, just in case, you know, we get ready to dive. I don't know.
Now, have you been in any plays with your theater background? Have you performed locally on small stages, big stages?
Not here. Of course, all through high school, that's what we did. We didn't have a choir, so that's what I grew up doing. And then in college, I performed. The first 2 years of college, I really just performed. And it's funny, my nickname sort of became Belle. We did Beauty and the Beast, and I was cast as Belle. And I met my best friend during that show, and I think her parents, I don't know that they even know my real name. They just call me Belle. Okay. My best friend was the Fork, so Belle and the Fork.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. I love it. Thank you so much for being here and for opening up to us a little bit, and we really look forward to getting to know you, and now that you're part of the Frazer family, just you being here. So thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining us and getting to know Jordan a little bit. And we look forward to continuing these servant spotlights. Have a great week.